The goals of the week have to do with this. I think every one of us has things that we know work for us. This is something I like to do that feels good to me. And you might say, isn't that nice? I know what feels good to me and I have no time to do it, or I don't feel like doing it. And what I'm asking you to consider is, can I remember what the things are that feel good to me and then do them? But what I was asking people to do is this. Please write down 4 categories: physical, social, mental, and spiritual. Those are the 4 categories. And for each of the categories, I would like you to write down one thing that you would like to do in that category in the coming week, that you would like to do once, not that you have to do every day, nothing that is, that onerous, but something you're willing to do once in the coming week in each of the categories. So I'd like to give you some examples, but in physical, that's usually the easy one to give examples in. You could say, I want to take a walk. You could say, I want to do some exercises that you like to do. I want to do my Tai Chi. It doesn't have to be exercise. It could just be something that's physical, that feels good to you. I want to sleep more hours at night. Second category is social. And I think that's so important because without intending it, we can get kind of isolated. Depending on what your caregiving journey is, it's going to be different for every one of us. But it's truly been found that it's incredibly important to connect. So I'm going to ask you to think of something within the next week that you could stand to do that is connecting to another human being. And it could be in person, it could be on Zoom, it could be on the telephone. The third one is the idea of mental. So mental could be anything that is challenging or nurturing to your mind. It could be reading something you like. It could be playing the clarinet. Very, very loosely defined categories in each case. It cannot be work. And the last category, which is spiritual, is also loosely defined. Depends on you and who you are and what works for you. It could be going to church, going to a mosque. It could be listening to certain music. It could be taking a deep breath. It could be walking on the beach. But what works for you is the question I'm asking. Okay, rules. It has to be something that is possible to do this week. It has to be something I like. Don't pick something you hate to do. Pick something you like. This is for you. And here's the kicker. It's got to be specific in terms of when and where. So it's not just, I want to take a walk. And I'm going to take a walk on Tuesday at 2:00 from my front door to Golden Gate Park and back, within half an hour, whatever it is, very specific what and when and where. Because otherwise, it's just an idea, but something you could put in your calendar. Oh, it's okay if things overlap. If, for example, you say, I want to take a walk with my best friend or my friend, whoever it is, that's okay. It's a twofer. You get social and physical both. That's totally fine. And then you go through the next 7 days and you try to do the things you put in your calendar, if you can. And at the end of the week, what I'd like you to do is reflect back. How did that go? Well, that thing I put under social, that was terrible. I hated doing that. I don't want to ever do that one again. Like, good, for the week ahead, you choose something different in that category. The idea is, can I make this a habit? Can I trust myself to do something good for me? Right? Can I care for someone else without losing myself?